Alright, welcome everybody to another video here. Today we're going to be looking at Mini Metro. This is a game that I actually came across today on my Steam library. I must have picked this up during the summer sale. I was going through my games and ended up finding it during work today when I was a little bit slow. So I figured I'd go and give this a game a shot. I played a little bit at work, I played a little bit at home. It's a very addicting game. I've actually played this game um, when it was the Flash version, or not the Flash version, but when it was online only. And then I always meant to pick up the game, and I must have done so during the sale. So we'll just run through the options real quick. One thing I really like, a few things I really like about this is it does have a night mode. So normally it's this blinding white, which my eyes just cannot cope with. But it's also got colorblind mode, which is just amazing to have in a game. I don't need that. I'm glad I don't right now, but that is great if you're a person who needs that. So I do like when games take that in consideration. Alright, so let's see, where should we start? I haven't really done Paris at all. I haven't done it at all here. As you can see, I put a little bit of time into it. I put a lot more time into the one I did at work. I probably put about an hour and a half into it. So let me see here. So I think we'll go ahead and do Paris, because I don't really remember ever doing this. We've also got Britain, Hong Kong. All these are locked. Okay. Oh, I did not realize how many there were in here. Like, I seen the other ones. Oh, that's very nice. It's very nice. Alright. So let's go and hit play. Okay. There's a modes button. Ah, right. So, yeah, this is one of those games when everything's going good. Everything's going good. But when things are going bad, they go really bad. This is a nice little game to put on when you have a television show or something going on as well. But, you got to also pay attention. And like I said, the second things start going wrong, they go wrong real quick. So basically, you just like you saw, I just clicked on the station and dragged it to the one I want to connect. Do we want to keep this line going, or do we want to create a new one? I think we'll create a new one. We want to start from here. I don't want to start from the middle. Let's start from the middle. So you're going to use a tunnel. Now, if we go down here, it actually doesn't give us the... Yeah, there we go. So we got one more locomotive, and we got no more... Oh, we got 3 more tunnels left. So you got to be careful. You can't just be dragging across the river. You got to be real considerate about it. Oh, great. Now it's going to do this to me. Alright, tell you what. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to move this guy over to here. And we're going to draw another... I don't really want to use another tunnel, but I don't want to put 2 triangles on the same line. That just doesn't seem like it's going to end too well for us. So, as you can see, you can pop this up at the bottom. We have 1 less tunnel, so at least we got a few more to work with. It seems like there's a few more than what we normally get. So I guess that's good. So I'm going to drag this over to here. You can, of course, just drag and change up these lines as you want. But yeah, I remember this game. It's definitely got a lot more stuff to it, with it being a full-fledged install, with Steam. But when it was just a little online game, it was very fun. It was a good way to kind of kill some time and whatnot. So I have a feeling that this line here is going to get very busy, and this thing is going to annoy me, isn't it? We can't really just... I guess we could. I don't really want to, though, but I guess we'll do that for now. Once we kind of figure out what's going on, or if one of these changes, then we'll fix that up. But I don't really want to put too much of the same stuff on the same line. And we got a circle next to a circle, and that doesn't make sense. So you will start seeing other shapes towards later on in the game. You'll start getting stars and some really weird shapes. And like I said, once you get that far, things start going wrong, and they usually go wrong quick. So, alright, so as you can see, we made it through week 1. We got the locomotive. Now we get to choose between, do we want an interchange, or do you want to pick up another carriage? Now, the carriage will, of course, allow us to take more people. And I believe the interchange will allow us to drag track over track, because you can't do that without the interchange. If you try to, it won't let you. So, I think we're going to go for the carriage. Probably going to need that here soon. I hope not, but you never know. Alright, so we got that going, we got them. So yeah, basically, there's 2 modes. There's this mode here, and then there's the endless mode. Now, with this mode, if there's too many people waiting at the station, you'll start seeing a countdown. And you have to get that station back operating, allow more people to get in. Great. And basically get it up and running before that timer runs out, and if it doesn't, then you lose. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to connect this line. Let me pause it here real quick, because all it's doing is giving us a bunch of circles here. So I really don't want to do this, but I really don't want to use up a third tunnel quite yet, not until we know it's going to be coming down here. Just hate how similar these lines look. At least they look on my screen. They're different, you know, but they're similar enough to where it kind of messes with me a little bit. Could bring the blue line around, but I think we're gonna have to. I think we're just gonna have to do that. I've been trying to avoid that this whole time, but it's just not working for us. I think we're gonna adjust. I think we're gonna actually probably take out this blue line. We may want to do that. Because basically this line we can make come all the way up and around, no problem. Alright, so this one we actually have a choice, but all it seems to be doing is giving us circles right now, and I'm not a big fan of that. So let's see here. I'm just trying to think. We could probably take out this blue line and then have this guy kind of come up and around. And then that would free up a line for future use, because it's kind of useless right now. Or, let's see here. Yeah, see, this station is getting really busy, so we need to redo some stuff here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this line completely. And let's go ahead and, as you can see, I'm just clicking and dragging around here. See if we can get rid of this line completely as well. Okay, so that leaves that line there, which I think we'll go ahead and end there. Actually, no, we'll end like that. Alright. And we got a bunch of circles right in here. And I just don't want to get too many of them on the same line, but I know that there's just no way of going about that without messing things up. So we're going to go and go across here. We're going to go across to there. Alright. Do we want a line that kind of comes around here? I think so. I think that would work. If we kind of get a line that kind of comes across here. And then we want to connect this line in. We don't want to put too much stress on here, so we're going to build another that goes straight to a circle, but I guess so we want to come into the square, but that's going to put a lot of stress on the square. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what that'll look like. Hopefully we can clear the station out. Let's see here. Let's go and put another carriage on this train line here. So that way, hopefully, we'll get to it. Did that go on the right line? I don't think that went to the right line. Alright. I think I just messed it all up. And we get another circle in here. Alright. We're going to clear it out. There we go. So as you can see, now we have this smaller circle. So that's basically kept the amount of time that we've had. So we have to be careful, because if we allow that to happen again in the future, it's not going to end well for us. So let's go and do that. So that line will be like that now. So you can see it's going to slowly go away, but it's still sticking around. Should we have this guy come into here? Oh my gosh, another. And we got one up here too. Man, why are we getting? I've never seen it give me so many of the same shapes before. This is bizarre. Well, yeah, normally I don't do this, but I got no choice right now. I gotta do something. So we're gonna drag that up there like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and allow this guy. Oh yeah, see, you can't drag over, so you need to interchange there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and drop this guy down and then come back up here. Do we want it to maybe come in here so we don't have so many people getting on here? But we've seen what. Yeah, let's not put too much stress on that station quite yet. Until we know that it'll. Great. Until we know that it'll be just fine. We gotta wait for. Alright, so we get another locomotive now. Do we want a line? Or do we want another tunnel? We've still got 2 tunnels left, so I think we're going to go ahead and get another color here just to have. as backup, because we could definitely use it, but I don't know how we're gonna do it with all these squares being the same. But as you can see, that circle's gone now, so we fixed that, but this one's getting a little on edge. Could use another carriage, but I don't think we have one, no. Alright. So, yeah, see, we're starting to get pretty busy over here, so we may have to just tack on another... we got 2 stations here that are doing this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to tack on another locomotive. Okay, we can do 2 things about this. So let's see here. We can create a new line. Create a new line, and then maybe keep this line. That could work. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop that to there. We're going to go ahead and move this guy down to here just to kind of keep things from bottling up and getting too heavy on there. Actually, we may not even need to create a new line. We may be okay with just doing this. And then maybe do that just to kind of get the stress off of that area. That may work. Or this could be a complete disaster. That's one thing about this game, is it's like that could work. Or everything could just blow up. We don't know at this point. I think we may want to get another locomotive on this track, though. Let's see how he does. He does pick up some of the passengers there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a new another locomotive here. Alright, so now we got a weird shape on here. Here's our first kind of weirdest shape. Now, one thing you gotta be careful of is you want to keep some of these tunnels, because if they pop up like on these islands and you don't have a tunnel to it and you don't have any left, people are still gonna get into it. And if that gets overcrowded, that's gonna kill you, and you're not gonna have any way of getting to it. I just noticed this guy up here. Should we have this guy kind of connect into here as well? Do we want to start a new line here? This line isn't long. Isn't that long? So I don't think we're gonna worry about it. We're gonna go and get that guy to there. And do we want to use up another tunnel? Because I was thinking of maybe connecting it to here or here just to give him another way, but I don't think so. The blue is coming along. Hopefully it'll pick up enough passengers. Ooh, this is getting a little rough down here. Hopefully they'll be able to pick some people up. No, I don't think I think this might be the end. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay, we're good there now. But as you can see, it builds up on itself quick. Just be a waste of a tunnel, but maybe, oh man. Alright, so I think we're gonna spur off a new line now. Yeah, let's go and spur off a new line. And then maybe have it also connect into here, because that's getting overly busy. And that's the other thing, is you need transition points to where, you know, they can switch between the lines, but doing that can also severely hurt you and your chances, so you have to be very careful of doing that. If you get too many connecting at one point, it just cripples you. Alright, so we got another locomotive. I don't really see any need for us needing an interchange right now. I think we'd be okay with a new line, because I would like to get a new line going out here, kind of connecting the... Oh, as I say, we don't really need an interchange. Look what happens. So maybe have it connect up through these guys like that. That may work. So you don't want these lines getting overly full. Did we get a carriage? No, we did not. We need a carriage for this line. We are keeping it pretty toned down though. Like, we are keeping up with it. Like, it gets a little busy, but we take care of it. Oh, we just opened one on that. I'm glad it was a different one. But as you can see, sometimes stations are opened up on already existing lines, so you have to also be careful of that. Because That's why I try not to get too many on one line, because a lot of the times you will see this stuff happen where you'll have one or two build up on the station or on the actual line, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can change your whole line around, but that's probably not going to work out too well. And I don't know if you noticed, but it is slowly zooming out. It's slowly more and more area gets basically unlocked. So, alright, I guess we'll switch it back on itself. I don't really want to do that, but I guess. Do we have any tunnels left over? We do not, so we need to be careful. I guess the only other spot would be this island over here and then somewhere over here. So hopefully by the next week we will get... Yeah, so we got way too many lines crossing over here, and it's just causing problems. And we got a circle over here. Let's go ahead and just... I'm going to use that line because I don't want to get blue line anymore. I don't want to move any of these lines. This line I would like to connect up and maybe over to here. Maybe go through the circle and then, well, through the circle. I don't know. But this is getting out of control. Come on, guys. Do we get a locomotive? I thought we got a locomotive, but I guess I already used it. Gonna clear it out. Yes. That's gonna be enough. Alright. And we get a new one down here. Let's see here. Let's have this guy come down and connect up to here to kind of get things off of that line there. Okay, so we got a locomotive. Yeah, we want to get a carriage. Alright. So which line do we think needs the carriage? The blue line? Blue line's not too bad. And one nice thing is, like, you mouse over, you see all the stations that it would affect. So I think this line is possibly the one that could use it the most here. Because it's one of the longest ones. So I think we're going to add another carriage onto there. And we may have to add another locomotive to one of these lines as well, but we'll kind of hold off on that for now. Not the most conventional subway line, but this is actually one of the longer lasting games. Like, I've had a pretty good run on this, but it's one of my more longer lasting ones, because usually I start getting impatient for some reason. I don't want to drag this line out too much more, but we don't have much of a choice. We have it connect back into here, up and around, and comes back, and it goes back like that. That might work. Yeah, we're starting to get pretty busy on some of these lines here. Should we put another locomotive on here? I guess. I don't really want to use it up, but we don't have too much of a choice here. This is... Did okay. Oh no, this is getting pretty bad. I think he's dropping. Nope, he's picking up. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, we got spots around here that are just getting pretty bad. And we have one there, and if you notice, we don't have any tunnels. So there's a couple ways of going about this. We could actually probably get rid of this here, and that would allow us to get over to here. And actually what I want is it's all a matter of figuring out what to do and where to do it. So it is definitely a puzzle game. We got a bunch of hot spots around here that are just flashing. They're getting full, and we're not getting too many upgrades. I think this level is a little bit more difficult, and the crazy thing is I'm actually lasting a little bit longer on it. So we're on Sunday, so we're almost on to week 3 or 4, week 6. I was a little off there. Alright, so we could use a new line, but we could use a new carriage. We could use some tunnels too, but this blue line could definitely use a new carriage. So I'm going to go and drop a carriage onto there. I think this opened up on this line. I don't remember seeing... I guess it might have been there. I don't remember seeing it though. Oh, great. We got 2 new lines that opened up. So let's go and do that. So that way it'll connect back in here. I'll have more than one way of connecting in. I think we'll go and take this line over to here. And we'll do that. That may be a really bad idea. In fact, it is. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's skip that line and do that. That may be even a worse idea, but we'll figure it out as we go here. Okay. Yeah, this game gets pretty chaotic pretty quick, especially when you start. Oh man. Especially when you start running out of tunnels and stuff. Like, I just know that one's gonna pop up over here somewhere, and that's just gonna be the end of us. There's not really any tunnels I can take away. These are all pretty necessary. Let's see here, we're on Wednesday. So we're halfway through the week. Just gotta, ooh, this one's getting kind of full. This guy's getting kind of full. This guy's really full. Alright, he fixed it. Alright. So we're barely holding on here. Let's go ahead and get another locomotive on this line here. Just to get another train going, kind of clean up the line a little bit. And we had another straight station open up there. Hopefully, oh man, we are done. So we lasted about, let's see, we moved 700 some passengers. Nice. Let's see here. Passengers traveled on your metro over 40 days, so that was pretty good. So you get a couple options here. Just pick up where you were, and it'll keep playing. Actually get 2 locomotives that time. That's nice. I think we get another carriage. Efficiency mile zone, huh? Carriage. So get a couple carriages, a couple locomotives, and then kind of just continue playing out. So that way, you know, you can play it like that first, and then you can kind of go from there and change it up. So if you guys want to pick up this game, there'll be a link to it on Steam down below. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this type of video, this type of game. You know, what do you like about this game? Do you not like this game? Tell me why. And don't forget to hit the like button. Go ahead and show me that you guys like me doing these videos here on YouTube. And as always, thanks for watching.